Welcome. In this section, we would talk about the structure of fungi. Now, fungi could be unicellular, multicellular. Unicellular, a good example is yeast. And then we do have a thread-like structure in the fungi which is known as mycelium. So, what is mycelium is another important question. And then the tubular masses which are present known as hyphae. So, hyphae and mycelium again important. Now, whole of this structure is made up of chitin. The cell wall is made up of chitin, and the reserve of the food occurs in the form of nitrogen containing polysaccharide, which is made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. The protoplasma of the hyphae actually have two important characteristics. It could be septate or aseptate. So, septate or aseptate could be another important aspect. And we also classify fungi into various classifications, which we would understand in the next lecture. If we focus on the structure here, this is the classic structure of a fungi, and then there are certain modifications. What are the modifications are important. So, Prosenchyma is a major component of hyphae, which is more or less parallel to one unit or the other unit and is loosely interwoven. The next is Pseudo-parenchyma. Pseudo-parenchyma is when the hyphae are closely interwoven and there are hollow tubes which are present. The next is rhizomorph. Rhizomorph is another modification where root-like aggregations are seen, where hyphae lose their individuality. The next is Sclerotorium. Sclerotium is where a kind of globulose mass, around globulose mass is seen, and it has adhesion to the hyphae. The next is Hosterium. Hosterium is an obligate parasitic structure which has a capability to absorb the food material and could be of any shape. The idea is it secretes hydrolyzing enzymes. So, Hosterium is very important, secretes hydrolyzing enzymes. And then we have Aprosorium. Aprosorium is which is a simple structure or a lobed structure, and sometimes has a swollen structure with germ tubes which are seen. So, those are some of the modifications of the fungi and the structure of the fungi. As you can see, it does have all the nuclei, cell organelles like nuclei, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, mitochondria, does have a plasma membrane, a wall made of chitin as I already mentioned, with a vacuole, lipid globules are present, and it also has oil or reserve food particles. Nitrogen containing polysaccharide is another important characteristic of a fungi. So, those were some of the key things that we have discussed in this lecture. If you have any questions or clarifications, post those in the comment section below.